Hello and welcome to Trains in the Attic and a Saturday video. If you watch my Wednesday night live streams, you'll know that I've been building a lot of Metcalfe models. So, on my desk at the moment I've got the current project I'm working on. And since we started the live stream, which was the first week in lockdown, we have made quite a few models. So what I want to do today is to go through the models and show you what I have made and give a quick review and thoughts about them. I will say straight off the bat that I do have some details missing from most of the models. So let's start the title. In front of you is my current model which I'm working on, which is a village shop and cafe. This is 2 weeks worth of work, as well as this structure here. We have also got the windows done. Normally on my streams they're Wednesday at 8 o'clock, but there are a few changes when I have technical problems or if I got other things on. And it's just a place where I build models and chat to everybody in chat. So all the models I have made have been Metcalfe models. As you can see, this is the beginning of one of the models. By the time that it's finished, it will be complete, so we get a lovely set of instructions, and just there is what it will look like. The original idea of this was to build a little layout, but plans have changed and things have moved on, so we're still building, but I have a different aim in mind. So this is our current building, so I'll go and grab a few more buildings we have built. So this here, actually I need to explain that most of the models I've been building have been for the CARLISLE range from Metcalfe. This is one of the models which is at the CARLISLE range. This is for Metcalfe Fire Station. And this is for the board, which is currently being worked on at the LOFT. So I've always wanted a fire station in my model railway, so I bought this lovely kit. You'll see I got 2 additional wires sticking out, and the first thing you'll notice is I don't have the red doors in yet. I'll put them in when it ends up on a layout. Next, there's a little gap just there. This was built as 3 structures, so you've got the garage, the side extension and the side extension. So from the side you can see we've got 2 little extensions either side and quite a few windows. Then we come to the back, whereby we can see we've got a storage area, back of a garage, and then we have a fireman tower. You can see I'm having a slight problem with the roof at the moment, but this then comes all the way along there. I made a mistake somewhere, so the wall doesn't quite line up properly there. And then that's it at the front. So this one have got to home, and it will be used on the future layout. So we can now go into the sector on CARLISLE products I have. This was one of the bigger builds I had. You can see from the ruler in front how large it is. All the doors have sliding doors, but they like to fall out, and the glue have failed on the platform. So this is quite a large model. So you've got loading dock just there with some gorgeous windows. Then on the back you got the entrance and a blocked off entrance. Then on the back you have some really nice window features. The windows on the top are quite awkward to install, and you can see that you have a fold in the roof. So one day I might just change the roof a bit. And then we have the other end. There is a little room that goes just there, but it haven't glued properly, and I want to review that separately. So that's quite a nice model, and you can see that logo fits in there quite nicely. So that's a really nice model. On the whole, these models take about 4 weeks to build, and normally I'm pleased to finish them when I get to the end. So let's go on to the next model. So just here I've got 4 models. This is actually not a model in its own right. This is from the Parcel Shed, and this just go on the end of one of the block doors. This didn't really stick that well, so I'm keeping it separate so that it can be protected. You can see that I got bits which haven't quite stuck properly, and you'll see that I don't put the innate finishes on these, but this is the other half of the loading dock. Just here we have a range of 3 buildings. We have a main station building, we have a substation building, and we have a station master cottage. So I'll go first onto the main station building. You can see that there's 3 wires hanging out, and that's because it have lights added. I haven't added lights to all the buildings, but some of them I have. So from this side we have some really nice big windows, and we have an extension, and along the top we should have these bits, but they get knocked off quite easily, so I've given up putting them on. This was the first build of this series. So we can see on the end we have a door and a nice window, then we have a nice front. From what I have read, it would sit with a platform just here. We have several lights inside, each of them is independently controlled, and I do like this balcony. We got this roof need re-gluing and that roof need a bit more gluing, and you'll see I barely got any of these details out because I learnt quite quickly I knocked them off, so I keep them all safe and around. This bit here was quite an interesting build, as that's laser cut when the rest of the building was die cut. So you get much cleaner lines with a laser cut, and you have stacks to make it up. You also have the same thing with the windows. You have several layers to make the windows. So you've got the glass wire layer, the red laser cut, and then the brick, and then it go behind the brick. These buildings are on the more harder side of the Metcalfe range. So let's turn to the last end. As you can see, just there. So that was our first build. Then we had this. I don't have any lights in it, but I might add them at a later date. So this is a platform shelter. So you have a nice side door which actually opens, and you've got some nice details on it. The back is pretty plain, and you've got the windows on the end, so there's quite a lot of detail in this. I like how the roof overhangs, and I think at a later date I'll actually put a small light just there above the door, and then a light inside. So that's a quite nice building, but you can see I didn't quite get the windows right just there. You got a white line around it. Now this is one which we recently finished. This is a station master cottage, and there's so many details to this. Plus I got details I haven't put in. There should be window sills which I haven't put in because they just get knocked off. You can see again, I just need to stick that down a tad. The roof I find quite hard because you're trying to glue it down, but I need some weight specifically for it. That's a nice little feature so that you can get into the house and not let the warm air out. Somewhere one of the windows is wrong, but this is made up of 3 roofs. So you've got the main roof, the side roof and the side roof. Then on the back you have a nice big window up there and a little side porch there, and you can just see that the door to that little room is open, and you can see again I'm off slightly with a window. So these I want to get into any next layout I build, but I want it to be a separate part of the layout. So they're quite good fun builds, but they're quite detailed, and it's unusual for me not to make a mistake. So let's finish off this video. Well, a few years ago I decided I didn't like the look of the Scaledale buildings. I thought they were just slightly out of scale, so I started on the journey which is a Metcalfe journey. Now all my buildings are Metcalfe or card models, and if you join me on my streams you'll know that I enjoy building these. So if you think about buying a Metcalfe model, please do. They're good fun and good entertainment. I'll just give a shout out to a few of my regular members from the Wednesday live stream. So Anthony the Train Outsider, he's a real good chap. He's American, but we can let him off for that. And he does a lot of German modelling. Keep an eye out for his live stream. Also, always in chat is Damio. He's a very good chap, always chatty, and nice to always have him there. We also have David Cook, who's a good chap. He's always in for chat and always say hi. A newer person to the chat, but now who's always there, is Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. He streams every Friday night, that's it, so worth watching. I'll have links to all these channels in the bottom, so I want to say thank you to everyone who joined me on my streams every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Apart for this week, it might be slightly different, and they'll be running till mid-October. So thank you everybody for watching. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on Monday for a video on Thumper Road. So thank you very much. See you all next time. Thank you very much. Richard.